Hey everybody, it's Marty Boardman here with Fix and Flip Hub, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, should you set up an LLC to fix and flip houses? Now, one of the most common questions I get from new real estate investors is, should I set up an LLC to fix and flip houses? The simple answer is yes, you should absolutely set up an LLC to fix and flip houses in. However, this should not be the very first thing that you do, shouldn't be the second, third, fourth, or fifth thing that you do if you're just starting out and you want to get into the house flipping business. There are many other important things you need to learn how to do, skills you need to have, research you need to do before you go out and spend thousands of dollars setting up an LLC with an attorney or an accountant and registering that LLC with the IRS and getting your EIN number and going and getting a checking account. Those are all things that can wait until you've done these 5 things, at least these 5 things. Let me show you right now here on the screen. The first thing you need to figure out before you worry about setting up an LLC or worry about going out and finding a hard money lender to fund your deal or worrying about how much I'm going to pay in taxes once I flip my first house. Those are all valid concerns and things you need to worry about down the road. But number one, before you ever fix and flip your first house, you need to figure out, how viable is my market for fix and flips? Or how viable is the market you're looking at fixing and flipping for doing deals? Because not every market is a great market to do fix and flips. For example, there are certain markets where there's intense competition for below market deals from out-of-state buyers, from investors, from iBuyers. And these markets may not be a good place for you to set up shop if there are other markets out there with less competition. It also could be you live in a market where home prices are just exorbitantly high, and it's very expensive for you to jump into the game, and the cost of materials and so on and so forth are expensive. The labor pool is shallow. So you want to make sure that the market that you choose to fix and flip in is a viable market for doing fix and flips. The second thing you need to worry about is, what is my acquisition strategy or buying strategy for fix and flips? How are you going to find below market deals? How are you going to find distressed properties with enough profit margin in them to buy them, rehab them, and sell them to make money? You've got to have an acquisition strategy. Actually, you need to have many acquisition strategies. It could be buying from wholesalers. It could be buying houses from off the MLS. It could be buying houses that are in pre-foreclosure, buying houses at auction. You could use text message blasting campaigns to target absentee owners, whatever the case may be. You've got to have a viable acquisition strategy in place before you even think about setting up an LLC, because if you can't find deals, then it won't matter. You won't ever use your LLC for anything. The third thing you need to figure out is, how do I determine the after repair value of my fix and flip projects? What access to data do you have? What information do you have that can support what you believe the house will sell for when it's all done? You've got to have a very good idea of what the property you're looking at buying will sell for when it's all fixed up and put on the market. Because if you don't, you could overpay for the property, under rehab it, over rehab it, you name it. Number 4, how do you determine the rehab budget for your fix and flip projects? How do you figure out how much things cost? Interior paint, flooring, roof. You need to have a very good idea of what your rehab budget is going to be and how much each phase of the rehab is going to cost you before you ever go out and try to start doing a fix and flip project all by yourself. And then lastly, number 5, how do I put a team together to help find, rehab, and sell my fix and flips? Too many people, again, get so caught up in the minutia of starting a business or creating a business. They worry about setting up an LLC and getting a bank account for the LLC. They worry about getting business cards and setting up websites for their business when they don't know how to do these 5 things. They haven't done these 5 things first. So do yourself a favor. Before you spend the money and the time setting up an LLC, figure these 5 things out first. Once you do, even once you do figure these 5 things out, you still don't really need to set up an LLC. You can do your first or second deal in your personal name. The risk is pretty low that you're going to get sued or run into any trouble. And at least you can prove to yourself, hey, I have a viable business here. I can make this work, and rinse and repeat. Then you can go out and set up your LLC. Because here's the thing. It won't matter if you have an LLC, and it won't matter if you have hard money, or it won't matter how much you're going to pay in taxes if you can't find a house to fix and flip or the team needed to complete the rehab. So I recommend you focus on learning your market and meeting as many people you can to help you launch your business first before you go out and try to, again, set up an LLC and worry about all these other things. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and you're able to kind of put some of these action steps, these 5 action steps into place right away. If you did find this video helpful and you want to learn more about how we can work together, if you want some of my help, click on the link in the description of this video and you can book a call with me or someone on my team, and we'll set up a 45-minute strategy session to see if we're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for us. So again, I appreciate you watching this video. I'm Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub. Thanks for watching.